Hey, what's up guys, TechFlash here. Today I will be sharing some leaks that I have got from OnLeaks, and this is about OnePlus 8 Pro. We have got the pics, although the launch event will be held in March 2020, which is next month. The pics were posted on Snapchat of OnePlus 8 Pro. People have shared those pictures all over the internet, and we will be sharing about those pictures and the specification that OnePlus 8 Pro is going to have. The main change that OnePlus 8 Pro has made is having the punch hole camera. Although it was mocking Samsung, Apple and Google for having that notches on their phone, but this time around OnePlus is going the same path by including a notch in all the variants of OnePlus 8. Yes, OnePlus is going to have 3 variants, which we will be talking about in a minute. We've also got to know from the leaks that this time we will also have a purple variant of the phone, which looks pretty sick. The specs of the phone include 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM, 256 or 128 gigabytes of internal storage, Snapdragon 865 with a Quad HD 6.7-inch AMOLED display having the resolution of 1440 by 3140. It is going to have an in-display fingerprint scanner. It also has dual front-facing speakers. And the most exciting feature of OnePlus, as always, is the 120Hz fluid display and a quad camera setup, with the main camera being a 64 megapixel Sony sensor. The 20 megapixel camera is an ultra wide and the 12 megapixel camera is the telephoto lens. This time they've also included time of flight sensor, which will also be considered as the fourth camera. The battery size of this phone is not very good, but I would not say that it's bad in any way. This is a 4500 mAh battery, which is, I believe, good enough to power this device for a whole day. Now the main highlight of the phone is none other than the 120Hz fluid display. They will not be including a headphone jack, and this has become pretty normal these days. The front facing punch hole camera is a 32 megapixel Sony sensor. For the 120Hz fluid display, OnePlus is using a custom MEMC chip, which basically allows you to turn your regular 30 frames per second video into a 120 frames per second video and make it a lot smoother. The CEO of OnePlus, Pete Lau, said, "If you have seen high quality TVs, you are no stranger to MEMC. We have created a custom MEMC chip that can push ordinary 30 FPS video up to 120. So any video gets the full advantage of our 120Hz fluid display. It will make the video a lot smoother by adding additional frames." OnePlus also teased a video of showing how a video in 30 frames per second and how a video with 120 frames per second would compare when the MEMC chip is turned on. Other flagships like S20 doesn't even have this MEMC chip, and that is a benefit for OnePlus. Since you can use this MEMC chip, you can utilize the display 120Hz for any regular video, as there isn't much content available at 120 frames per second. We also got leaked benchmark Geekbench 4 score for the standard OnePlus. The single core score for OnePlus 8 was 4276 and the multi-core score was 12541. Although it was first thought that this score is for OnePlus 8 Pro, but then it was later realized that this is for the standard OnePlus 8. OnePlus 8 is powered by 8GB RAM and a Snapdragon 865 processor. We've seen other brands perform better with the same chipset of Snapdragon 865, but we are not sure. The score might increase in the final rollout of the phone. This year we're also having 2 great features that OnePlus users have always wanted. This time OnePlus is going to be officially IP certified, which means it will be water and dust resistant. You can put your phone in water and it won't be damaged. Fast wireless charging will also be included in OnePlus 8. We're not sure that it might be of 30 watts fast charging or 50 watts fast charging. We do not have confirmation for that yet. Let's talk about the variants and the prices of OnePlus. OnePlus might also launch a 4th variant, which is the OnePlus Concept One, also known as the McLaren Edition. Let's start with the most affordable variant of OnePlus 8. OnePlus 8 Lite. OnePlus 8 Lite is going to have a Snapdragon 765 with 8GB of RAM, 128 or 256 gigabytes of internal storage. With 128, it is going to have a price of $430, and with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, it might have the price of $470. The standard OnePlus 8 is going to have a Snapdragon 865 with either 8 or 12 gigabytes of RAM and with 128 or 256 gigabytes of internal storage. The combination of 8 with 128 is going to be priced at $530. The second configuration can be 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage, and it is going to be priced at $570. The final one is 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage, which will probably be sold for $615. The OnePlus 8 Pro is going to be priced at $715 with 8 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. The second configuration is going to be 8 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, and it is going to be priced at $785. The final and last and the high-end variant of 8 Pro is going to be 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage, priced at $860 US. This is it guys for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, kindly give me a subscribe and I will see you in the next one. This is TechFlash signing out.